Hi, welcome to Fluketronic. Up now we're going to take a first instrument look at a new Shearwater whistle I've got in. This is a one-off whistle. It's in the key of C, and there's a couple of unique features about this. One is tunable, that's not particularly unique, but the bore, I believe, is a narrow bore, and the head is a different design. It's a narrow head or narrow windway design. And this was commissioned by a player in the UK who had some lung capacity issues, and was selling it, and I was happy to pick this up and give it a try. So we'll take a playing sample comparison with a B flat and B flat Shearwater, and then a different C whistle I've got that is definitely narrow bore, and we'll kind of see how those compare. But first off, let's just get a playing sample of the narrow bore or narrowhead Shearwater C. Okay, so that's kind of a first look. So the purpose of this was to reduce the air requirements. It really does take just very little air up until about the G in the second octave. Get those last three notes, you do have to get a little more pressure and a little more wind behind those to get those to speak cleanly. So which is why I avoided them in that run through. But let's see if we can get the second octave again. Okay, so very top of the range, it starts kind of defeating the purpose of the whistle, but it will get up there with proper technique, which obviously I need a little more practice with. Okay, so let's compare this with a B flat, and I'll give you some still shots here of some other whistles in my collection. Here's 4 of my Shearwaters. Got the C on the right, and then B flat, A, and G going right to left. And might be hard to tell with this all this kind of black on black color, but the windway on the C you can see is noticeably narrower and a little bit taller than the others. And I guess that contributes to the low air requirement. If I'm playing the B flat, it is noticeably less air, not by a whole lot, but just a little bit played back to back, you can tell. This is a non-tunable B flat, again with the, I guess, standard head. And you can see, of course, this is a B flat, but the bore is quite a bit larger. So I would not call the B flat high air at all. It's very similar to the C, even though they're obviously much different dimensions. Now the other thing I'll show you is the C whistles in my collection. Here I've got the Shearwater C is again on the right, and next to it is a narrow bore C from Chris Wall. And then there's a couple of wooden whistles from Nick Metcalf and Charles Tario, a little more conventional design, I guess. So if we play the narrow bore C back to back with the Shearwater, the narrow bore from Chris Wall is quite a bit easier to overblow on the low end, so Shearwater has better low end. Perhaps a little bit harder to get on the high end. So that's kind of what you would expect from the narrow bore. So yeah, overall, very good. Guess jury's still out. We'll have to get to know it a little better. It's definitely has a good place in the collection. Very sweet tone, very cool. I've been looking at my tuner here because it is very easy to overblow this if you aren't paying attention to your tuning. It really does take very little air, and if you give it a little more, it's pretty easy to blow it sharp, even though it's still in tune. So that's the 20. So it's pretty easy to blow it, 15 to 20 cents sharp. If you aren't really paying attention and backing off that airstream. So overall, I'd say the design worked and meets its intended goals. So this is not the whistle you'd want to take to a loud session or something, but I think this will be great for slow tunes and kind of cool jazz. In fact, I've got a one planned here. I'm going to try to record and get that out for you soon as well. So thanks for watching.